Direkt im Anschluss hieran wird nun Herr Thoma Aizik als Vertreter der dritten Generation, Enkel des Überlebenden Max Volpert, zu Ihnen sprechen.
The story of the Holocaust could be told in many ways for those who are willing to hear. It's possible to read it from history books, with all details collected carefully by experts. You could also go to a museum, observe the artifacts, art, or data to better know how to approach this complex topic. But as you might know, it's not always the case that one is so easily intrigued to make a research. More so, not everybody is interested to learn right away, or even to do what's most important and to just bear the memory by heart. For that, there's a need for a personal story to leave an impact. My grandfather, Max Volpert, was a prisoner in Kaufering, at the sub-camp of Dachau, there for almost a year, until he found freedom again at the age of 14. He carried heavy bags of cement, as well as the dead bodies of prisoners who did not survive, as if every day is a new battle to win. It was always so strange to me to watch from aside and see how easy it was for him, at least on the surface. How easy it was for him to return to those places, to share his story in lectures and ceremonies, a work he has done for more than 16 years. By dedicating his life to the memorial work, reliving the horror and death that surrounded him in his youth, he made a choice to keep winning the battle every time again. But even he, who has defeated death so many times, built from dust a new family and life, which he lived completely as he pleased to do so, and collected along the way an unfathomable number of trophies and medals from marathons. Even my grandfather, the man of iron, was not able to keep winning forever, even though I had different impression for that. Today, as I found myself speaking at the same schools, the same ceremonies that my grandfather used to speak at, while I tell about what he went through and who he was for me, the very idea that he is not the one who is there to do it himself will never seem right to me. I can only promise that I'll keep doing it, and maybe sometime in the future it will hit me and I will understand. I do understand that it's more than a duty. It's a privilege, just as it was and it still is, to be your grandchild. Saba Max, my grandfather, I thank you here. I thank you here at the land you were tortured in slavery, where you lost your father, your mother, and sister. Yet, it's the same land you always looked so sparkled with life to us, your family. I thank you here on behalf of us, all the honorable guests who are present here and have known you, and the thousands of students who had the privilege to listen while you shared your story in your lifetime. You have touched us in so many ways. The least we could do to thank you would be to keep your mission and make sure that your story would continue being told and keep inspire and leave a mark on many more lives, thus making sure that the memory of the Holocaust engraved for generations to come. You may rest in peace now. We'll keep your story alive, I promise. I would like to add another thing in that matter. As we're getting closer to a time where there would be no Holocaust survivors to tell the story themselves, it's now our duty, the second and the third generation, to keep their mission alive, to keep their story alive. I want to thank you here for having us here, for understanding the importance of the mission, because it cannot just end there. It has to be continued to be shared for many generations to come, all generations to come. Thank you so much.